Ah, Thanksgiving. A day to pause, a day to give thanks. But somewhere in the interval between the turkey and midnight doorbusters, the meaning got outsourced. I find it invariably frustrating and perplexing that the holiday we're taught in elementary school over and over again is to be a time of gratitude. Yet following that feast of plenty, we seem to can't get enough of plenty. It's got me wondering down the memory hole, how did it become what it is and how much will it cost? The story begins with pilgrims, corn, and a myth that's been reheated more times than leftover stuffing. But what few remember is that Thanksgiving wasn't born out of gratitude alone, it was marketed that way. When President Lincoln declared it a national holiday in 1863, it wasn't just about thanks. It was about unity, morale, and really what it seems to be when you thread the needle, it's economics. Fast forward to the roaring 20s. Department stores in cities like Philadelphia and New York discovered a curious opportunity. A national day of rest, right before Christmas shopping. Cue the parade. After doing a very brief search online, you can find out that in the 1920s, a Philadelphia department store sponsored parade helped anchor Thanksgiving as more than just giving thanks. It became a sort of gateway to the holiday shopping season. And with that, the feast became the soft opening for the shopping rush. The infamous Black Friday. Originally a 1869 gold market crash, I think in a past life I was a gold miner. It kind of suits me. I'm always looking for gold now, and I was back in 1869. Gold! Anyway, as the story goes, it became 1950s Philadelphia police jargon for the post-Thanksgiving crowd chaos. And then retailers figured out how to kick this consumer mentality into high gear. What if we make chaos into a brand? By the 1980s, the idea behind most consumer-based companies was that the Friday after Thanksgiving is when stores finally go from red to black, from losses to profits, from thanks to thanks for your purchase. The marketing machine had found its moment, starting the Christmas shopping season as soon as the dog steals a turkey leg. Any of these jokes landing? Are they working? Gotta let me know if they're working. If not, we can just move ahead to the next thing, which is Roosevelt's turkey time crisis. The Depression era ushered in some interesting habits and rules that changed the way we as consumers spend, which is what I was really wondering about in the first place. How did this period of time turn into consumer carnage? Well, a US president literally tried to move the holiday for shopping purposes by moving Thanksgiving a week earlier than what we were used to. It was so confusing that 23 states celebrated Roosevelt's new date and 22 said, nah, and stuck with the old one. Colorado and Texas said, we'll celebrate both. Because nothing says American consumerism like two feasts. The press named it Franksgiving, as in Franklin Roosevelt plus Thanksgiving. Yeah, they were so clever, weren't they? They could have named it like Roosgiving or Thanks of Franklin. Nailed it. Business owners loved the move, school administrators hated it, calendar printers cried, and average Americans were outraged. However, marketers realized something profound. Thanksgiving wasn't just a family tradition, it was a captive audience. People off work, full of food, surrounded by relatives, and maybe, just maybe, ready to buy. The retail psychology goes as follows: anchor emotion, attach a product, create urgency. The parade is a warm family feeling. Santa Claus, a gateway to spending. And Friday sales, act now or miss out. Each step re-engineered gratitude into consumption. And as sales grew, the season crept earlier. Thanksgiving blurred into Gray Thursday, then came Cyber Monday, remember that one? Now it's basically Deals Week, which starts in October. Pretty soon, we might just forget about Thanksgiving altogether and go straight to shopping. Which we do. But here's where we pull in the little economic conundrum. While we're happily sprinting to checkout lanes, consumer spending is cooling down. Even though consumers are usually spending $50 billion during the Thanksgiving weekend, $9 billion of that is spent on online for Black Friday alone. The Consumer Price Index rose 3% in the 12 months ending in September of 2025. Americans are expected to spend upwards of $1,000 this weekend. Meanwhile, the Personal Consumption Expenditures Price Index posted a 2.7% increase year on year in August of 2025. Man, these are tongue twisters. Food prices are up. For instance, meat, poultry, fish, and eggs rose about 5.2% over the year to September. And here we are. Shoppers aren't sprinting like they used to. In fact, they might just be waddling. So let's stare into the abyss and ask, why the hell do people love consumerism so much? Here's just a few of those ideas that I put together as what I think are reasons. Identity and status. That sneaker drop, that limited edition hoodie. We buy not just the object, but the signal. I'm in the club. So are you. Emotion and instant gratification. One moment you're full of turkey, next moment you're craving the bargain hit. The adrenaline of deal found. Ritualization. Holidays used to anchor time. Now shopping anchors the holiday. Black Friday is its own spectacle, a cultural moment. Marketing psychology at its best. Fear of missing out, scarcity, one day only, social media proof everyone's in the line. Also, this weird belief in progress through purchase. New gear, new you. New generation, new good. It's a myth of renewal through consumption. And this is the kicker. While we're chasing that high, the macro data says we're pulling back. The engine of American growth, which is consumer spending, is sputtering. We're designed to love buying. Culture tells us this is the moment, and marketing says act now. But economically, maybe we cannot keep buying like this. See, there's a dissonance. The ritual is intact, but the engine is sputtering out. So this is the real missing link. Thanksgiving used to be about rest and gratitude. Now it signals go. Go buy, go consume. The ritual inverted. The pause got replaced by pre-orders. And here we pull something from the memory hole. What you didn't see. When marketing re-engineered the holiday calendar, when parades became doorbusters, when we sprinted into stores instead of staying at the table, it changed the cultural function of the holiday. Civilizations mark time with harvests, wars, revolutions. We mark ours with the sales events. One minute you're giving thanks, the next, you're giving your credit card number. Here's where we wrap. Turkey wrap. With the cold cuts of hard facts. Consumers are facing higher prices across board, but less willingness or ability to buy like before. The CPI rose 3.0% year over year in September 2025. The PCE price index rose 2.7% year over year in August of 2025. Food at home prices rose 2.7%, while meat, poultry, fish, eggs soared 5.2% over the year. What does that mean for the shopping ritual? It means you're buying, but every item costs more. The sale signs still flash, but the deep discount adrenaline is muted. It means you're more cautious. You're substituting cheaper brands, delaying purchases, maybe skipping deals you'd once sprint on. It means the ritual is still there, but the energy behind it is fading. Okay, enough. You got enough analogies, right? It makes sense. Jesus. We love to buy. It feels good. But buying expensive stuff, it doesn't feel as good when the price has gone up. So the holiday that once said give thanks and give gifts now says give thanks, but maybe hold off on the gifts. Maybe that's why so many of us feel nostalgic for a Thanksgiving that never really existed. Because the memory of what it meant quietly slid into the memory hole. I mean, as the data shows, our wallets are starting to close. We love the ritual. We love the chase. But can the ritual persist if the engine behind it stutters? Happy Thanksgiving. Okay, that's it. Thanks for watching. Please check out the links and hit the buttons so you never miss an episode. They're usually all over the place. Please become a paying member to help me buy more turkey for Pixel Button here and keep the lights on. Stick around for more and I'll see you down the memory hole.
Well, I won't cop to that, but I will say this. There's one thing I can do that you can't.
What?
I can pay for my breakfast.
Nothing burps better than bacon. Your water looked tasty.